kept out.
Okay. Babe. I'm scooching. That's not funny. That's so funny. That's not funny.
I got
Welcome back, guys. So we finished everything that we needed to get done with the lift, which is really awesome because we didn't think we were going to make it happen, but we did.
So we saved some money.
Yes, right? We did. So
Fantastic.
There's a couple more things, loose ends, I guess I should say, that we need to tie up.
Yeah, so first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start the roofing around the dormer, get the underlayment down, wrap the rest of the dormer, and then finish all the metal up.
Yep.
So once that's said and done, we're gonna take our solar freezer, get that thing installed in the powerhouse, and get that thing all wired up. So it's a 24-volt freezer, and I guess we'll go into details towards the end of the video when we get that stuff banged out.
Yeah, our pigs are getting ready to go in the freezer soon, so we need to be prepared for getting this freezer restocked.
Yep.
All right, time to go.
Let's go.
Okay guys, so we are inside the powerhouse now. We just moved our solar freezer in here. We bought this thing a little over a year ago when we first moved to the property. It's been storing the pastured poultry and pork that we raise here. We're ready to restock the freezer now with the new pork coming in, and we finally got it moved inside because it's been actually outside this whole time.
Yeah, so when we got it, we actually lived here on site when we got this freezer.
Yes.
And it operates off 24 volts or 12 volts, either or, it doesn't matter. So when we got it, we hooked it up to our camper, right off the camper battery, and fused it. So that's what ran the freezer, and when we wanted to charge the battery and all that good stuff, we went ahead and turned the generator on. So now that that's all said and done, it's actually a bad fit for us as of right now, right?
Yes, it's done great so far, especially considering that it's been outside all this time.
Yeah.
But yeah, we could have made a better decision.
Well, I mean, that decision as then was the right decision. Now it's not. So our solar system, it's all 48 volt, not 12 or 24. So didn't work off that. So we went ahead and got a DC to DC converter. It drops from 48 volt down to 24 volts. So we're gonna go ahead and wire this thing up. So 48 volts will come from our inverter, goes to here, goes back down to 24 volts, and in turn will feed our freezer.
So we are excited to have this guy inside.
Yes.
Get him all hooked up and restocked. So that's what we're on to now.
Yeah. Looking at our solar freezer wires here, we got a solid black one. That's gonna be our negative lead. We have a black wire with a red stripe. That's gonna be our positive lead. We're gonna go ahead and take the black right here, it's gonna be our negative, to our negative side of our freezer. Put it in the butt splice. Push her in. Crank her down. That's good. So we're making our cord, our white's gonna be our positive. We'll go to the black and red. Right? So the freezer is hooked up to the cord. So now we're gonna run the wire over to the converter and wire that up. Here's our converter right here. If you look at the back side, it shows our input voltage is 48 volts, positive, negative. Here's your positive, here's your negative. Your output volts, this right here goes to our freezer, which is gonna be 24 volts negative will be the black, and the 24 volts positive will be the yellow. Alright, so I'm putting in my fuse. So I'll feed the primary side of this little converter right here. So I got the primary side of my converter tied in. Just to verify, I'm gonna go ahead and wire that up and check voltage on the secondary side. It should be 24 volts, so let's do that first and see what we got. Alright, so everything's hooked up, the freezer's on, got fused on the primary side, we also fused on the secondary side. Everything's running, I don't know if you can hear it or not, be quiet Aaron, I know you're breathing real loud. You hear that? The freezer is running, so we'll pop it up real quick, we'll show you the lights, everything's running, and we'll talk about it real quick. Alright, so lights on, so it is running. So if you look at this freezer, it's a solar freezer, and the width of this thing, I think it's like double the installation of a regular household freezer. This thing is considered an off-grid freezer for solar, and once it gets down to temperature and it's cold, it stays colder longer with the installation versus, so it doesn't have to kick on every so often. It actually stays off longer because how well insulated it is. That's all I got. I mean, that's all I got.
That's all he has. He's just ready to load up his pork chops with bacon, you know.
Yep, and you're gonna start cooking too.
I always cook. Okay, you've been eating very well, Josh.
Look at that! Look at that!
Okay, dieting for one day doesn't count, Josh.
Use my nickname with Stumpy in high school.
That was not my nickname.
Yeah, you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive. At least I went to high school. You missed all your classes. Skipping school.
No.
Wearing a mohawk.
No.
Getting referrals.
No.
Yeah, I was
Wrong,
in school.
wrong.
Getting good grades.
We went to the same high school together, by the way.
I know we did. I'm
Yeah.
well aware.
Yeah.
I was there. You weren't. So the freezer is all hooked up and the roof is successfully on right in time for a nice good downpour.
Yeah, so what we got left on that is the sidewall that goes, I guess, against the wall and goes ties to the metal roof. We'll take care of that once we start, I guess, the
Siding.
all the siding, so fun stuff coming ahead. And also, if y'all may have noticed, the ridge cap, it actually hangs over about a foot.
Yes.
The reason behind that is because we're actually going to build that out later on once we get steps going to the house.
Yeah.
And so we're going to go ahead and continue that on out.
Yeah, for a little front porch with the steps that goes down to
Yep.
the walkway, to the driveway. So, yeah, now it's time for us to make a mad dash to the camper. We've been, pretty much this entire afternoon.
Yes, we have.
All right, thanks for watching, guys.
Yep, see ya.